And bam! Hi. How you doing, Sean?
I'm fine, thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not right. It's not happening on that page, so I'm gonna have to relaunch YouTube by the look of it, and on another page, because sometimes it starts, and whilst I'm waiting there, nothing happens. So you know,
just letting you know.
But yeah, it's all good. But I'm still in. Yeah, it's all good, Lyra. It's all good, love. Here I come. Any second now.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a bit of a lag, but I can handle that, you know. So that's all good. Yeah. Anyway, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Hi to everybody in the chat. It's good of you to join us this evening. Thank you very much for coming along, saying hello.
Yeah.
Pleasure to have you.
I do not recall Catnip. So tonight it's just going to be me and Sean because Linda is feeling under the weather.
She's a bit unwell, yeah.
So it's just going to be you and me, Sean. Hi, Jinx. But yeah, and as far as Brendan news, I don't really have a lot. Be Brendan Brave is Dragonflies.
Yep.
So, you know, wherever you find the post, you know, go ahead and post it, you know, a dragonfly thing.
Cool.
And yeah, there is like a small little announcement. Brendan wanted me to let people know. And if you follow me.
Oh, who let the dogs out?
Yeah, I'm in my kitchen right now because I'm actually been painting my bedroom.
Right.
So I'm actually using my parents' computer and it's in the kitchen. So you're going to see a lot of...
Hey, that's all right. Mum and Dad are always welcome to join in anytime they like, right?
It's like you're just going to see a lot more unprofessional... to the low budget Linda Productions.
That's our trademark, sweetheart. That's, you know... That's how people recognise us. That's what people want to see, you know.
Yeah.
Love it. Great stuff. Excellent.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Yeah. Rock on, Tommy. All good. It's all good. Yeah. Oh, wicked.
Hey, Peter. See, he's right here right now. Anyway,
so we got Mystic, we got Alice, we've got Cherie, we got the Dark Side. And that's that at the moment. Yeah, there's probably a few out there. I mean, come on, come in the chat, say hello, make your presence felt. We need to know who's here. Come on, show your support for the boys and Teresa Holbeck.
Yeah.
Get in there. Get in there. Make it loud and proud. Come on. Yeah, rock on, Tommy.
I do have a small announcement, and if you follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen it already. But I guess a lot of people have been sending Brendan things from the catalog. Yeah. He does have limits to things as far as what he can receive and all of that. So he's asked me.
There are very firm regulations in all prisons about what an inmate can legally have in his cell at one time. Yeah. He is restricted. He's even restricted by the number of tubes of toothpaste, the number of bars of soap. He is allowed to, as far as cosmetics go, hygiene products, he is allowed to have one item that he is currently using, one bar of soap, one tube of toothpaste, one bottle of shampoo, etc. And he is allowed to have one in reserve in his possession at any time. Those are the rules in the UK. As far as the American system goes, I'm unsure as to what the actual criteria is for personal property in his personal possession. He's restricted to the number of books. I once got fined for having an unauthorized Bible in my cell following a search. I was fined £1 and I lost a week's privileges for having a Holy Bible in my cell. Can you believe that? But it's true. It happens. And they can be very, very particular about it. I mean, Brendan, I would expect Brendan gets an easy ride. I've got to believe in my heart that all of those correction officers, I think they give Brendan an easy ride, because from what I understand, everyone in the prisons that Brendan's ever been in, they all believe he's innocent.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They all feel that. They all kind of look out for him. I'm sure that many of the inmates kind of have looked upon him as an adopted son or an adopted brother. There is probably an instruction throughout all of the prisons that he's been in. Anybody messes with Brendan, they're going to have a problem. Because even bad men, when they're in prison, they see these kids, they can see straight away Brendan's not a guilty man.
Yeah.
They will, you know, he's ultimately disadvantaged because of his kind of situation, because of the person that he is. And there are going to be bad men in these prisons. They've got Brendan's back. You better believe it. There are good guys, even, you know, there's good and bad in everyone. And there's something about Brendan that just, you can't help but love the kid, because he's so innocent, he's so honest and truthful. He's just, I mean, to me, he's just a baby. Do you know what I mean? He's just such a lovely kid. I love him like he's one of my sons. I've got 4 boys aged between 25 and 34. And if Brendan was my boy, he'd sit right in the middle. He would be son number 3. And Brendan's my adopted son. Yeah, you know, that's the way I look at it. I love him a bit, so I'd do anything for him. You know, I've got to be careful because of my record. The last thing I want to do is go causing any problems for him. So I'm a little bit careful about my contact with Brendan.
Well,
I need to adjust my heating. It's become very warm in here, so excuse me for 2 seconds, Becca. I'll be right back while I turn the central heating off. Okay, I'll be 2 seconds.
You're fine. But yeah, he basically covered what, you know, the whole, if you guys do want to buy him something, because I know everybody wants to try to do something for him. You know, it's best to write him directly and ask him, and then he'll write you back and let you know what he might need, or, you know, anything like that. So that's pretty much basically what the announcement is. It's just, you know, just make sure you guys write to him and ask him before you buy him anything, basically. And he won't really get in trouble or anything if he gets these things and he can't have them. He just has to send them home to Barb's house, and he'll never get that back. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
there are rules in every prison that must be followed, not just by the inmates, but by visitors, by people who write to him, by anyone who phones him or emails him. These rules must be strictly adhered to. If they are broken, it is possible that, depending on the infraction of the rules that has occurred, Brendan could be made to suffer. So I would always be led by Becca or by Barb. Speak to one of those two. Speak to someone who knows. And, you know, that's the best way to approach contacting Brendan. You can write to him all you like, so long as you're not offensive and you don't talk about the case. There is no case-related conversation in any letter to Brendan. It will not be entertained. You will not get a response. It's as simple as that. Yeah. You can write to him all you like, but there is absolutely, it's a golden rule. Rule number 1, no case-related talk. No questions about the case. No questions about Stephen. No questions about Teresa, Ken Kratz, Fassbender, Uyghur. None of it. It's not going to be entertained. Do not cause Brendan a problem by kind of breaking the rules. Please check with Becca, check with Linda, check with Barb, check with someone who knows. Take their advice and be guided by them. They are the experts. They know what they're talking about. Don't write this off. It's serious. It's important. If you want to engage with Brendan, you're welcome. But look, play the game by the rules, because the minute you break them, it's going to cause problems, not just for Brendan, but it's going to upset everybody else. Okay, so, you know, I'm asking respectfully, we want you to engage, we want you to write, we want everyone to write to Brendan, but you got to do it kind of the right way. It's otherwise you're banging your head against the wall, and Brendan's ultimately will suffer. So that's the last thing anyone wants. Come on. Anyway, on a lighter note, Becca, what was you going to say about kind of, come on, help me out here, love.
Sorry, I was just warning my mom before she came into the kitchen that, you know, we're live. But yeah, that's what I got as far as Brendan news and stuff. And, you know, just keep writing him. He's still getting birthday cards, which I think. Oh,
wow. That's excellent. Excellent.
Yeah. And now, you know, Halloween cards. So everyone needs to start sending
Christmas cards. Christmas cards.
Come on,
get on the wagon. From the UK, you can from the United Kingdom, you can send a Christmas card to Brendan, first class, delivered, and it will get there literally when you order it from Moonpig. It will get there in 2 or 3 days. It will cost £3.50 for a moderately sized card. And look, it's the thought that counts. All right, so don't be shy. Dig in your pocket, find a fibre, get onto the Moonpig site. You can personalise your card. You can add as much text as you like. Weigh it into Brendan. He loves it. If you'd like a response, just say to him, listen, when you get a chance, Brendan, I'd love to get back from you, find out how you're doing. He'd love it. So come on, dig in your pocket, find a spare £5 in change, spend it on Moonpig, grab a card, fill it out, tell him how much you love him and support him, and just send it. It will go first class from an American, from the American side of Moonpig, and it will get to Brendan in 3 days. It's, you know, that's the thing to do. Christmas is coming. Send a card for any reason. Just send a greetings card. Hi, Brendan, supporter from Timbuktu or wherever you're from, you know, and get it in there. Come on. Show your support for the lad, because he deserves it.
Yeah.
I cannot think of a worthier cause in the US at the moment than Brendan Dassey. Absolutely not. Well, I mean, all right, there might be a few people on death row and all the rest of it, but I'm not going to go there. Brendan Dassey, in my view, is the biggest victim I've ever experienced in my lifetime. What they've done to Brendan is absolutely pure evil. That's my end of it. So there you are. Go on, Becca. Come on. Your turn.
I think that's pretty much it as far as
hi, Millbilly, Paul.
You know, everyone just keep writing to him and to start considering doing the Christmas and Thanksgiving cards. I know that he really misses his family right now.
Thanksgiving,
because of the COVID thing, you know, so we really need to keep, you know, sending him that positivity and you know, the good vibes and stuff. So and I'm hoping soon that lifts. I don't know if it will, because it's not looking great in Wisconsin as far as how COVID's going, but hopefully soon that all changes. And but he's still doing good. He's still healthy. He's so that's a relief for me, at least. I know everybody else does too. Oh, look, there's Linda. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
We miss you, Linda.
Love you, sweetheart. Hope you're feeling better, and I hope you're enjoying your family evening this evening. But you know, concentrate on getting well, girl. You know, I'm sorry you're not feeling too great. I'm sorry you're having a bit of a rough time of things. But, you know, you concentrate on getting well, yeah? We need you back. We need you back. I'm happy to fill in, but you know, I can't fill your boots, darling. So, you know, I'll do what I can, but I am not Linda.
Great job, though. You really are.
Basically. 200. Oh, wow. Millbilly. Wow, that's bad news, man. That is bad news. Apparently, it's the worst state in America for COVID, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep hearing that it's really bad out there. I know that a lot of places. I have sisters in St. Louis and Buffalo, and they've been telling me that their areas have been considering going back down on lockdown because of how it's getting again. So I don't know.
The UK have gone back into lockdown. I was out doing a bit of shopping in town today where I live in London. It's a little bit subdued, you know, everyone's giving everybody funny looks if they're not wearing a mask and that. I have problems wearing a mask because of my lung condition. I do my best. I try to avoid people as best I can, but you know, it's bad. The COVID is real. I do have friends who are suffering currently with the COVID, and they're in trouble.
Yeah,
they are in trouble. One of them particularly, Sue. She's a healthcare worker. She's got it bad, and she's an absolute angel. You know, as all nurses are really. But she's come down with it, and it's real. It's there. You know, it's not a fucking hoax. Yeah. If you get this has got the potential to kill. Make no mistake. This isn't just a bad flu. This is the worst flu you're ever likely to encounter in your lives. So you really don't want to get this. You know, not at all. It's bad, very bad.
Yeah. So we just got to continue the positivity towards Brendan and sending him those cards and reminding him, you know, that we're all still here, and hopefully it changes for him for the holidays where he can at least he was doing FaceTime, Zoom, but I think they canceled that. I don't know why they did, but I'm hoping that they can at least do that. But
yeah,
I just hope that eventually this all ends for everybody. But or heck, even if Governor Evers just releases him, you know, that would be great. So
all right. Well, I mean, usually I try to remain as upbeat and positive about the hope for Brendan, you know, the chances in that. But I'm really becoming very disappointed with Governor Evers. His reluctance to address this on a public level in any meaningful level of engagement. I mean, I'm very disappointed. I don't want to say I'm losing hope that he won't do anything about it, but you know, I'll try to be a realist at least, and honest. People might not like my honesty sometimes, but I mean, you know, I'm not going to hold my breath where Governor Evers is concerned. What I'm hoping is that we get a positive outcome from the Court of Appeals in Stephen's case, which I think is definitely going to happen. It's not going to happen overnight. I think we could be looking at least another year before we get a response from the Court of Appeals as to Kathleen's filing. But I think it will be a positive result either way it goes. They don't seem to be at all happy with the circuit court, the decisions that have been made within the circuit court over the last few years. I think they're becoming very impatient with it. And I think they're kind of getting to a point where they're going to make a decision. Well, you know, we might give the circuit court one more opportunity. And if they don't deal with it and it comes back to us, we'll just have to take the matter out of their hands. And we'll deal with it on a strictly legal basis. We will have to apply the law as it kind of sits, kind of thing. And they'll just do it. They'll make a judgment in Stephen's favour. Now, I believe that is going to happen at some point anyway, and I expect that will be a major catalyst for Brendan. I think it will certainly kind of give people something to think about, and yeah, it's looking good. I do believe it's looking very good, but again, this appeals process It's a slow game. It's exactly the same here in the UK. Nothing happens overnight. We've waited this far. You know, it's been 15 years now. You know, he's had every appeals claim that he's made rejected. Well, you know, they obviously didn't bank on Kathleen Zellner, and they're not fighting some two-bit Milwaukee lawyer anymore. They're fighting the best in the game. They are fighting the very, very top lawyer in America, in my opinion, as far as wrongful convictions go. And they are really, if they go up against Kathleen Zellner, they're gonna have their work cut out for them. She is really going to give them a run for their money. So I'm expecting positive things. It's only a matter of time. Brendan's coming home, and you know, you got to believe that. I believe it. Absolutely, I believe it. It's just not going to happen it might not happen anytime soon, but it will happen. Things are gonna start moving now, and you know, it's all good. It really is. So, you know, get on board with it and get out there, raise your voice, let everyone know that you're kind of thinking of Stephen and Brendan and everyone else. And yeah. Thanks, Millbilly. Yeah, I appreciate that. Good man.
So
you're a good man.
Just to lead it into the next topic, you did have like
wow, that's very optimistic of you, Millbilly. I've got to tell you, 4 to 6 weeks. Well, you know, that would be nice. It would be nice. But you know, I'm considering the COVID element here. I think it might be, you know, but I don't want to put a downer on what you're saying, Mills. But you know, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. 4 to 6 weeks. Well, that'd be a nice Christmas present to get a response from the appeals court. 6 weeks. It's almost 6 weeks till Christmas, virtually. So that would be really nice. What a Christmas present for everybody. That would be amazing, man. Yeah, that'd be really good. So fingers crossed, Millbilly. I hope you're all right, brother. I really hope you're all right. Yeah.
So, Sean.
Yes.
You had an announcement that you wanted to make about...
Have I not rambled on enough? Yes, I do. Yes, I do have an announcement to make.
Everyone knows where to find you because...
Unfortunately, yeah, okay. Unfortunately, I've been kicked off of Twitter this morning, and some people might find that a little bit kind of strange, you know. But look, I do have a habit of dropping myself in the shit sometimes, and I've really done it this time. So, well, I haven't. I mean, I haven't done anything that I wouldn't normally do.
Yeah.
What's gotten me permabanned is that I've had 3 prior suspensions. And as the rules, as I understand it, is that they will give you 3 temporary suspensions, but a 4th offence will bring a permanent ban. Now, they have given me the opportunity to launch an appeal or to lodge an appeal. I haven't prepared that appeal yet. I have indicated to them that I would like to appeal. So I'm going to spend a few days here constructing it. And when I've put it together and I get the opportunity, when I hear back from them, they did say to me it might be, they did say that it might be a few days before I hear back. So that's going to give me a little bit of time to construct what I think I'd like to say to them. I'm going to make a respectful appeal that they give me one last chance. I mean, you know, I want to remain hopeful. Anyway, that's what's happened. I've been banned because I made a comment about Kratz that included the word "fat boy bitch," and I've been removed for that reason.
That's what I was hoping you would tell everybody, because I'm like, that's important that people hear that multiple times.
I did. Yes, I referred to Kenny, the oldie sweaty one, as fat boy bitch Kratz, and that is the offence that I committed, which has had me sent into permanent exile from Twitter. We shall see how that goes. In any case, on a lighter note, on a much lighter note, all right.
Lying or anything. So.
Well, I like to tell. I call it as I see it. Some people might not, you know. Some people might be a little bit kind of sensitive, to say the least. You know. Anyway, I think it's pathetic. It really is. I've got to laugh about it because I'm not going to. Bad to the bone, Alice. Bad to the bone, darling.
Go ahead and tell people where we can find
you. Excuse me. Anyway, on a lighter note, there is a similar media site, a social media site out there. It's called Parler. It's spelt Parler. It is very, very similar to Twitter. It's a bit of a mix of Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and all, you know, all the rest of them, all rolled into one. There is a greater amount of freedom to speak your mind and voice your opinions without the danger of sanctioning. Now, there are rules about what you can and cannot say, but generally, from what I can understand, as long as you tell the truth and are relatively respectful, so long as you don't overtly go out to attack anyone or abuse anybody or seek to cause anybody any harm or distress, you can virtually say what you like. I've had a profile on Parler since June. I've not used it very much. I've only posted a couple of comments. I will be relaunching. I shall be relaunching my campaign for Stephen and Brendan via Parler. Please get over there. My identity is exactly the same as on Parler as it was on Twitter. I am Sean Maroney, the Wizard. Come over, tap me up, find my profile, add a little follow. Tap on the notifications if it gives you the option.
Yeah.
And it might take, I'll let everyone know now, it might take me a couple of weeks to get up and running. I do have other things at home that I need to deal with urgently. Good evening, Barbie. Hello, darling. It's nice to see you this evening. Hope you're all well at home. Hope Brendan's doing well and staying safe. Yeah, it might take me a couple of weeks to get up and running on Parler, but once I find my feet and once I've done what I need to do here at home, and I'll engage more on Parler. People are going to be seeing an awful lot more of me on Parler. Make no mistake about it. Come and hit us up, tap us up, follow me. Listen, it's going to be exactly the same as my presence on Twitter, except the posts. I've got an opportunity to create posts 4 times the size of what you post on Twitter. So when it comes to ragging the main players, I can say an awful lot more in one tweet instead of 4. So I don't need to go 1 or 4, 2 or 4, 3 or 4. I can just put it all in one tweet and knock it out there. So, you know, come and tap me up. Hit the like or the follow or whatever it is, and you will see when I'm active. Yeah. Sean Maroney, I'm the Wizard, and I'm on Parler.
Yeah, I just posted the link.
Come and join in. Come and thank you. Come and join in. Yeah, wicked. Thank you, Becca. I appreciate that. That's lovely.
That takes you directly to his thing, and I joined Parler just so that I can get that link. So
thank you, darling. All right. Well, look, like I say, you know, you're going to have to please be patient with me. All of you guys who know me, you know, I've spoken to some of you today, this evening, this afternoon. Many of you are aware of the situation that I'm currently facing with Twitter. Please be patient with me because, you know, I do have a home life. I do have family that I need to consider. And, you know, I don't want to detract from kind of interacting with them. So just bear with me. Give me a chance. I'll be up and running before you know it. You know, once I find my feet there and I'll become a little bit more confident, once I'm able to navigate. I'm not very tech savvy, you see. I've never, you know, I'm a noob. I'm a bit of a dinosaur as far as computers are concerned, and I'm a new boy to the tech scene. I really am. It is what it is. So once I get up and running, once I found my feet, you'll be seeing an awful lot more on me, and I shall be looking to call Parlour my new home. So come in, sit down, put your feet up, kick back, and enjoy.
Yeah, that's so far.
Thank you.
Platform.
Thank you.
Yeah, it seems like an interesting place to go to, and it seems like you have a little bit more freedom of speech there. So,
from what yes, it is. At the moment, because of the Brexit and the EU and the kind of all of the domestic problems that domestic situations that we're experiencing here in the UK.
Yeah, there's
a lot of British, but that's just my feed. These are just, you know, I'm new to Parlour. There's no one from the making. There aren't many people from the Making a Murder or the murder community on that platform, and so I've been following many people who I respect and whose opinions I respect and admire, even some of them, on my feed on Parlour. That's all it is. What I want to do is I want to kind of whittle them down to the really serious guys I'm interested in, and I'll be getting rid of the chaff. What I would like to see is an influx of more Making a Murderer community people in my Parlour feed, and once that starts going on, I will have more people. I don't interact there at the moment because there's no one from the murder community in there. Pardon me. Once people start tapping up, and I get then I'll start then I'll start posting, and I'll have people who are going to take notice, and then that I'm hoping will grow. What I'm looking to do is draw attention to the people of the UK, of the community that is out there for Brendan and Stephen. I will be screaming. I'll be making an awful lot more. We never really got off the ground with Brendan's brigade, but now this is my moment. Okay, yeah. This is where I intend to get the ball rolling and get things moving with regards to Brendan Brigade. I want to do an awful lot more. I've got some ideas up in my head. The idea that I had about creating the selfie posts for Governor Evers, that didn't really take off. There was very little interest shown, and it was just considered at the time. I didn't consider it to be enough, really, to move forward with that, which is why it died. It died a death, and I'm very disappointed, and I'm very sorry to anybody who did kind of make their submissions to the email or attempt to make their submissions, because from what I understand, the email was refusing to accept some of the recordings that had been submitted by supporters, and I'm really sorry about that. I'm not tech savvy. I don't know enough about it. I wouldn't know how to cure those problems. Yeah. So, what, you know, we're gonna look. Don't worry about that. We're gonna move forward. We're gonna nurture other ideas, and we're gonna get other things off the ground. So, hopefully, you know.
Important is that Brendan Brigade didn't die down or anything. We're just trying to find. It
hasn't died. It's just gone to sleep for the moment. That's all. That's kind of
right niche for.
It's a sleeping dragon, it's the sleeping dragon which is about to awaken and burn the arse out of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So
we'll get there.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Wish me luck. You know, come on, get involved. Parlour. Sean Maroney on Parlour. Wizard.
Keep in touch with Sean, the Wizard. You know.
Thank you, Becca.
And like I said,
thank you all for your best wishes.
It's pretty cool. So. Yeah.
That's right, Jinx. Think of all the new people I may reach there, and that's you know, that's the I think the best thing that could have happened to me today was being ejected from Twitter. And I'd just like to let anybody involved in my expulsion from Twitter, thank you. Thank you. Well, I think I know who you are. I shall be keeping an eye out for you. Make no mistake.
I know.
It wasn't. I'd just like to point out, it wasn't Ken Kratz. I know that. I know that. I'm not. The Moroni isn't as stupid as some people might assume. Make no mistake about that. Yeah, I might be Irish, but I'm very far from fucking stupid. Make no mistake.
Yeah. Is Barb still in the chat?
Mm-hmm. She shall eat.
You should tell her again. You should say it one more time what you called Ken Kratz that got you banned from Twitter.
Thank you, Judge. Ken Kratz, fat boy. What is it? What did I call him? Fat boy bitch Kratz, the sweaty one. Hey, fat boy bitch. How you doing?
That's the best part about it.
Thank you, Judge. Oh, God bless you, Becca. I love you, darling. You're a star. You are an angel. It's just, I think it's pathetic what's happened today. I've seen people throwing accusations of theft, corruption, fraud, paedophilia, you know, all sorts of allegations out on Twitter, and they don't seem to face any kind of sanctions, despite the fact that they are reported. Twitter seems to have a very arbitrary policy as far as its terms and conditions go. They're very kind of, you know, in my view, it's a very unfair system. But look, they are the powers that be. If whatever decision, we're just going to have to abide by it. If they refuse to entertain my appeal, well, that's all right. That's fine. You know, I don't want to lose the platform, but it happens. I dropped myself in it. I've only got myself to blame, really. I was aware that a fourth strike would result in a kind of permanent exile. I should have I should have bore that in mind before I spouted off at the mouth. You know, sometimes I do actually engage my mouth before thinking. Doesn't happen very often, but you know, there you are. There's always parlour. So it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We'll see. We'll see how things move forward from here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sweaty fat boy.
Yeah, they can't. What are they gonna
sweaty fat boy bitch? I hope I'm not going to get your channel Brendan Talks banned from YouTube by all this kind of.
I doubt
it. Thank you, Lyra. Yeah, new beginnings. One door closes, another one opens.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I say I would like to keep my my Twitter kind of presence. I shall be, you know, I shall lodge an appeal. If it doesn't work out, then you know, I won't be the first to have been denied. So that's fine. You know, Stephen's been denied 1,000 times on his appeal. You know, if he can live with that, I'm sure I can. I'm sure I can survive with the loss of my Twitter profile.
Yeah.
But Twitter is just Twitter is. I know I butt in so much all the time, but I can't help it sometimes. I've got a big gob. Twitter is just one of 1,000 social media sites out there. I can go anywhere and set up a profile, and you know, this what I see as a personal attack on me, as revenge for actions that I've taken on some of my social media platforms. I know. I believe very strongly. I know who's behind this. It's not hurt me. It hasn't hurt me at all. All you've done is you've marked yourself out. You've put a target on your back now. It's vindictive. It's nasty. It's personal, and utterly disrespectful. You claim to be a supporter. You are a wolf in sheep's clothing. You are one bitter, twisted individual. And the first job to you, just step out of line once. Just step out. I'm watching you. You know who you are. And I know you know I know who you are. So you just crack on. You go to work. You do your worst, yeah? One step out of line. Just one. That's all it takes with me. I'm telling you now, you've made a wrong enemy. You've picked a bad person to mess with. Yeah.
Yeah, you are a wizard.
I escaped from 2 British prisons in one morning in the UK in 1990. Two British prisons in one morning, between 8:30 at breakfast and 11:30 at lunch. I got through the front gate of 2 British prisons. I was on the missing list for a long time. I humiliated the Home Office.
I was going to say, are you going to tell the story?
Sorry?
Are you going to tell the story?
Another time, not today. Listen, this is Brendan. No, not today. It's too long. It's far too long. No, not today. Another time. I would love to. Some of you out there, some of you guys out there, you are well aware of who I am and kind of my past and all the rest of it. That's for another time. This is for Brendan. Yeah. I'm just letting you know. You know.
I do think though you should tell Brendan the story.
Well, I'm planning on writing to him within sometime either this weekend or this week, and I will. I'm going to introduce myself. I'm going to tell him about myself and let him know exactly kind of who I am, what I'm about, where I'm coming from. I have served 3 prison sentences since 1991, which was the last time I served. I left prison from a conviction, from a serving sentence in 1991, and I've not gone back. I was fortunate enough to meet a woman who gave me the opportunity to turn my life around. She supported me, and if it wasn't for Julia, I would either be dead or I would be in a prison. I'd still be entrenched in that lifestyle. I'd still be offended. I'm the best person that I've ever been today. And I believe I'm a better person than I would have been if I hadn't have been offended. And it's that experience and that lived experience that's brought me to where I am today. That's why I'm fighting for Brendan. I've never been accused of murder or convicted of murder. I've never been facing a life sentence. I've done the time that I've spent in prison is a piss in the ocean compared to what Brendan's done so far, let alone what he faces. Now, I've been to prison. I know Brendan's an innocent man. And what they done to that boy is civil. I can't put it any other way. I'm not going to be polite anymore. What they done to Brendan is fucking evil. It's pure wrong. Uyghur and Fassbender, I'm coming for your asses, bitches. I'm going to fucking humiliate you. I'm going to make you out. I'm going to prove that you are lying bastards. You targeted Brendan because he was your lord. He was the only tool you had left to convict Stephen Avery. You fucking cowards. You lowlives. You're worse than the criminals you put in prison, you bastards. I'm fucking coming for you. If I could get into the USA, I'll tell you what, if I was allowed in America, I would fucking ruin you. I would humiliate you so badly you would not be able to show your face outside of your homes. You would have to move to the remotest fucking regions of Canada or Alaska just so that your face so that no one could look at you. You guilty, shameful fucking bastards. I've got you horrible people. Fucking people, you're animals. You pick on a defenseless 16-year-old kid like that. You call yourself a family man. What must your children think of you? You are scum. Filth. That's what in the UK, that's what we call the police. They're filth because they're dirty, filthy, lying fucking bastards. And you are the very epitome of everything that's corrupt about the justice system in America. You are scum. fucking your dirty low-life scum, bottom feeders, pond life, your parasites. You pick on a defenseless 16-year-old kid like Brendan, pure fucking innocence, yeah? And you have to use him and bang him up for life to convict Stephen Avery, you fucking evil bastards.
I hate to cut this short, but I actually
sorry, Brendan. Sorry, Becca.
No, you're fine.
I'm not sorry. I'm not fucking sorry at all.
Yeah, don't be sorry. My mom has to light her candle, so I'm gonna have to.
All right. I beg your pardon. All right, I beg your pardon. Sorry, yeah. Mrs. I do apologise, Mum.
It's Shabbats. I think that's what they call it. So I'm gonna everybody. Thank you, Sean, for joining us.
You're welcome. Anytime. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, I would love to have you on every time, honestly.
Well, yeah, I mean, no, look, I don't want to hog it. You know, give other people a chance. I'm happy to come on anytime you'd like. Really, I really am. But you know, this isn't about me. This is your platform. It's Linda's platform, and you do far, far better work than I could ever do. So you crack on. I'm here to support you. I'm not here to kind of side my way in. You know, I don't want to slip in sideways and become a part of your channel. This is your channel. This is all about you, the work that you and Linda do. All right. I'm just here to provide you with whatever support I can. Yeah, and that's all right. That's me.
You're an amazing.
Thank you.
And friend.
Well, I mean, there are far better people out there than me. No, you know, I do what I can when I can. But there are many people out there doing much more important work. All I am really is a mouthpiece, and that's it. So
yeah,
I'd like to thank all of you, Lyra, Alice, Michelle, Barbie. I love you, girl. Please pass my best regards to Brendan from the Maroney family in London. We've got Millbilly. Let's have a look. Cherie, of course. Hello, darling. Cat. Who else we got here? Okay, it's a small crowd this evening, but you know what? It's better than no crowd at all. Michelle, thank you all for joining us. It's been a pleasure to, you know, get this out to you. We're very happy that you've managed to join us, and we're very fortunate. Thank you for all your support, every one of you. You're a lovely crowd of people, and, you know, we hope to see more of you. So there you go. I'm going to leave it now. I'm going to shut up. That'd make a change, wouldn't it? I'm going to shut up. Becca, it's all down to you from here, darling.
Bye, everyone. Bye. Thank you.